Well, hi diddly ho there. I know it's been a little while since I made a video. I just didn't want to make a boring video about dumb shit that nobody wanted to hear. But we got the fender painted, fender's on, tank's painted, tank is on, side cover here's painted, and that little cover's painted, new starter clutch. We are painting the rear fender. It's just a temporary thing. We had a crack in here. Fiberglass, I don't care, it's going to be covered by saddlebags, and eventually I'm going to put a different fender on there. It was cracked on this side too, and their fix was to put a screw in it. I mean, it's better now, but when she came to me, the baffles were out. Put the baffles back in. Got to put the battery cover back on. But she be sounding good. I didn't choke her very much, so. Shut that off. So yeah, plan is to get a new seat for her. Because the seat that's on here right now, it does have a back seat, but it's just like this little banana thing, and then there's this like backrest that's just metal. So I'm gonna give the old lady somewhere to ride. There she is. I think I'm gonna keep the windshield. The reviews I've gotten from it, windshield better than not windshield, especially if you're gonna do a lot of riding. Helps with rider fatigue. You don't get all worn out as fast. Also, if it does start to rain or anything, it gets that rain away from you. So, and then the constant wind blowing at you, bugs hitting you, maybe wearing a face shield, but still getting hit in the neck with a bug at 70 miles an hour ain't going to feel good. It's definitely a transformation from what she was before. I'm just going to send it the way it is, now that I've got it all black. And eventually I'm going to get a new back fender for it. Probably go with the fender that's supposed to be on there. It's supposed to have a fender that goes down the back tire a ways, so it sweeps down here and it goes down the back tire ways. This one right here only goes to like right there, and it's got a little plastic piece that goes down, and it looks really 90s, and it's actually an 02, and the 02s didn't have that fender. From 2000 back a little ways had that fender, so I don't know why the guy put the different fenders on it, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna get the old Mustang seat with the front backrest, and then gonna have the rear backrest, get floorboards for it. So keep an eye out. And also I'm gonna try to keep a tradition of the fuzzy seat, but I'm not gonna fuzzy seat it. I've got a plan, and I've got a guy who does leather work. So I think we might slam this with a lime green leather seat with black stitching. We'll see. So I'm told to get the Mustang seat. They say that's the best seat to get. So that's what we're going to go with. I think she looks pretty stellar right now. This cover right here under the seat is going to get blacked too. So that'll be black, so you'll have the motor. And then on the other side, I'm not taking the clutch cover off or anything to paint that. But the battery cover is already black. So I'm thinking about possibly, maybe, I seen a 1100 with the pipes wrapped. Because really those pipes, the actual pipe of it, that's just a cover. So the actual pipe of it is underneath of that. So might wrap it with tape. It kind of looks cool, the exhaust wrap. So still can't take her for a ride yet. Don't have my endorsement, but I'm planning on doing that. I think I'm going to go down to our local motorcycle dealership, get my endorsement, or I'm going to take the class. It's like a 6 to 8 hour class. Take the class, and then I can just go right online and get my endorsement. And it's all one and done. So you do the class, you do the test, so then you're certified, ready to go. And then all you got to do is go online, and then you can have your license changed and everything and mailed to you. So you don't even have to go to the Secretary of State. And then that way, all I have to do is go to the Secretary of State, get the title transferred. So that'll make it a lot easier. Title transfer and get a plate for it. Then put insurance on it, because she ain't insured yet either. So, but yeah, there were a few hiccups with it. If you do have one of these and you're going to put a starter clutch in it, I would advise you watch some videos on it first, because it is not like the Raptor. I failed to realize that this was a 2-cylinder. Didn't even think about it. So it's got a different cam set up on it, which really messed me up a little bit. But if you watch a video on it, it's pretty easy. But I got the timing out of whack, so I had to fix the timing, which I went round and round, and I talked to the dealership and everything, and I talked to their techs. I wouldn't see a reason why I would have to reset the timing on the other side, but they told me that I should, and I'm like, ish. Then they said that I didn't have to, so it was kind of like a toss-up, so I went for a while without touching it because I just didn't want to mess it up. But all in all, in the end, it worked out fine. What I wound up doing is resetting the timing on the rear cylinder. Got the magneto or generator to top dead center for the rear. Then got the cam to its timing point, and then I unhooked the bottom gear and then put that to its timing point, put the generator rotor back on, and then put it back together, and fingers crossed, fired right up. I mean, I dry ran it for a minute with the starter just to make sure nothing was gonna like hit or stop, because I didn't want to fire it up and blow the motor up. So rolled it over a few times with the no tank and anything, no gas, nothing, and everything came out just fine and dandy. So then I decided to put the tank on, put some gas in it, and fire it up. And she fired up, and she was a little bit too loud for around here, especially when I got little babies and stuff. I don't know. She sounds good with or without the baffles in it. So I'm not going to get in an argument of if I should have baffles in it or not. Plus, I really don't want to get a ticket for loud exhaust, because that's a thing around here. So I think I'm going to cut that off here. And then once I finally get everything back together, then I will put another video up and share with everybody the final result. I don't know, as I'm kind of looking at this right now, I think this thing would look pimp with brown grips and a brown seat. But I still have my idea of the lime green leather seat. I don't know. And the thing is, if I have the lime green leather seat done, it's just going to be done over the seat. So if I don't like it, I can just rip the staples out and go back to what it was. So no harm, no foul. But there she is right there. Looking, looks a lot better than it did with the pearl or whatever it was. Definitely needed to be flat black. She was screaming to be flat black. Alright, so I'm going to get off of here and then work on this a little bit more. I got to get the old toddler up. And then we'll talk at you later. Till next time, keep it classy.